Even though we are still a few weeks away from the IndyCar Series season opener at Barber, I figured now is a good time to go through some predictions of the craziness that we will see in 2021. Either I'm a genius and everything I say here will happen right on the money, or I will inevitably look like a complete fool. But nothing has ever stopped me from looking like a fool before, so let's talk about my predictions for the 2021 NTT IndyCar Series season. I would be lying if I told you I expected we'd be talking about Romain Grosjean driving for Dale Coyne Racing with Rick Ware going into 2021, but here we are. Grosjean's speed and open wheel experience, I'm going to predict that Grosjean will win a pole this season. I don't know where, but with the history of rookies winning poles in IndyCar the last few seasons, I wouldn't be surprised if Grosjean ended up being that guy. Scott McLaughlin probably has the most pressure on him out of the newcomers this season. He has had the most success recently in the series he last raced in. He already has one IndyCar start under his belt, and not to mention he is racing for the best team in the series. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that McLaughlin will win at least one race this season. I'm going to say he'll win a race, but for brownie points I'm just going to throw out there that he's going to win the August IMS road course event. Depending on who you ask, the expectations for Jimmie Johnson are really high or none at all. Also, depending on who you ask about Jimmie's performance in testing, you'll either hear that he's way off the pace or he's starting to rival Dixon's time, which is why predicting how Jimmie will do this season is probably the hardest on this list. But it's also what's going to make the road course races a lot of fun this season. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the 7-time NASCAR Cup Series champion will probably have a mediocre season overall, but I think he'll finish on the podium at least once. Is that going to happen? Probably not. But we all know that there's going to be that one WTF race where Jimmie will find himself in the right spot at the right time. Now, just because I don't want to go on talking forever, I'm going to go on a prediction speed round here where I'm just going to list off a couple predictions without any explanation. Will Power finally has a good start to the season. Pato O'Ward wins his first race. Graham Rahal ends his winless streak. Alex Palou wins his first race. Ed Jones wins his first race. Hunter Ray goes winless once again. Both the Texas races suck again. Rossi has another mediocre year, but actually wins. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. The most important predictions. Who do I think will win the Indianapolis 500, and who do I think will win the championship? Let's start with the Indy 500 because it takes place first. Now these predictions are backed up by facts and are 100% foolproof and accurate because I'm a legend. So with that being said, let me tell you some trends that have happened the last couple years. Beginning in 2012 when Chevrolet came back to IndyCar, Honda and Chevrolet won alternate years until Honda finally broke that trend by going back-to-back from 2016 to 17. After 2017, I thought the alternating trends were over, until Chevy then went back-to-back in 2018 and 2019. Now after Honda winning in 2020, the trend now tells me that we're going to get another Honda win in 2021, which would mean alternating manufacturer wins throughout the last 6 years. So if I think a Honda is going to win, then what about the driver? Well, if you look back at the trends, we actually had a huge run from 2011 to 2019 with different winners. Obviously in 2020, Takuma Sato broke that. So who would be a better pick to win in 2021 than Takuma Sato himself? So my pick to win the Indy 500 is Takuma Sato. At the very least, it's going to be a Honda. So for my championship predictions, I have a few contenders in mind, so I'm at least going to say now, I think O'Ward, Herta, Dixon, and Newgarden will be in contention by the end. But my pick to win the championship has to be Joseph Newgarden. Now, is that an easy prediction? Yes. But I also have 100% accurate facts to back that up. If you look at Joseph's 2 championship seasons in 2017 and 2019, and then look at his defenses in 2018 and 2020, Scott Dixon has won the title both times. So if Dixon and Newgarden have won the title every other year since 2017, how do you bet against that? Anyways, make sure you subscribe and check back at the end of the season for the follow-up to this as we see if I deserve to be clowned on or if I should actually consider gambling. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like this video and comment your predictions for the 2021 IndyCar Series season. How do you think McLaughlin, Grosjean, or Jimmie will do? Who do you think will win the Indy 500? Who do you think will win the championship? All I know is I am beyond excited for this season to get underway and see what type of craziness there is to come. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.